What is good? What is up? It's Jordan or Texans Thoughts, and we're back with another video, another live stream today. How is everyone doing in the chat? I can't imagine it's too good. And I hear you. I'm right there with you. I feel your pain. Yesterday was painful. I was not the happiest man with David Cooley with that hire. And with that hire, it kind of made me I kind of already accepted the inevitable with Deshaun Watson and what we had learned today. I kind of had accepted that, he was going to request a trade. But it's still so much hurt to see it, man. Like so much pain. So much pain. Literally, like for the past week or so, every time I would wake up, man, I would just be a little nervous, a little anxious to check my phone and see that dreaded notification from Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, or someone and see the actual official. Like just seeing it in words, like that just makes it hurt so much more, man. So today was not a great day, but we got to talk about it all. We got to talk about it all because there are a lot of things to talk through. What's up, everyone in the chat? This can make a grown man cry. Absolutely. I appreciate everyone still coming through for the stream, even though, the worst has happened. It's the doomsday scenario. What is up, John V? Texans equal pain, Jay. They equal pain. Play the song, the Cooley song. The Cooley song. Texans Unfiltered, I will say that they are doing a stream. I guess we are doing a stream at, I believe, 9 p.m. Central, John, and all the guys are going to hop on that, and I might hop on that as well to talk about what I'm going to do. I honestly have still thinking about it all day long. I'm trying to come to a conclusion, but I don't know 100% just yet. But I'll let you guys know soon once I do know. But let's talk about, man. This shit don't feel real still. This shit still don't feel real. Y'all hear me on that? This still don't feel real, man. It don't feel real. I will talk one time and get my word out about David Cooley as a head coach hire. And then we'll dive into the rest of the trade stuff and different packages and scenarios and stuff like that. But with the David Cooley hire, I feel bad for him because he's walking into a situation that they are setting him up to fail. The fact that Easterby still clearly has his hands over football decisions, big no-no for me. Big no-no for me, big red flag. And I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad that, he's put in this bad position. But we got some positives with him. We got some pauses and we got some good news, a little news update if you haven't seen with the staff that he's putting together. He is planning on hiring Pep Hamilton. Pep Hamilton is the quarterback coach for the Los Angeles Chargers. And he is credited with a lot of, great words with Justin Herbert's development. Justin Herbert, a lot of the draft experts did not like Justin Herbert coming out of Oregon, but they proved him all wrong. He had a ridiculous rookie season. He threw for 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions. I had a 66.6 completion percentage. Those are amazing stats for a rookie. And Pep Hamilton, their quarterback coach, gets a lot of credit for his development. Justin Herbert talks very highly of him. So I love that hire. This is the best hire that the Texans have probably made and I can't remember how long. It's a great, great hire. Really great. I can't speak enough of it. I love this. The best hire I've seen so far. I think getting a guy like him who clearly knows how to coach up young quarterbacks will be key for whoever our quarterback is, whether Deshaun Watson doesn't end up getting traded or whether we go with a Justin Fields, a Zach Wilson, a Trey Lance, someone else like that. Pep Hamilton will be great for them. And the other thing about Pep is that, so before the Chargers, he was the head coach of the DC, what is their name? The DC something, but the XFL team. He was the head coach for them. So, he's in a leadership position. That's good. He was also, what was he also? He was with the Colts. He was an offensive coordinator with them for 3 years. He coached Andrew Luck there with the Colts and also in Stanford when he was the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach. So he's got a very good resume working with these great, talented young quarterbacks and helping them develop. I very much like that about him. DC Defenders. There you go. Thank you to Wooden Stick. Thank you. Hey, I didn't want to put it out there on Twitter because I know some people are going to be like, what? But I would have been happier. It would have been more of a risky hire, but I would have been happier with Pep Hamilton as head coach than David Cooley. I'm with you on that. Let's talk about the rest of the staff. David Cooley, and it seems like Lovie Smith is going to be his guy at defensive coordinator. I'm not the biggest fan on Lovie Smith. I'll talk about his positives first. He's got the great experience, got 20 plus years of NFL level experience. And he's had some really, really great defenses, and he has won a Super Bowl with the Bears as the head coach, right? So that is great, valuable experience to have, and we're not going to have to deal with another rookie defensive coordinator who always have their ups and their downs, as we saw with Anthony Weaver, right? So he's got that, and that's about it. I'm not in love with the Lovie Smith hire, simply because the success that he had with the Bears, those were very, very talented teams. And when you look at his more recent track record and what he's done on those defenses, everyone talks about how he does the 4-3 Tampa 2. And that was his thing. That was his bread and butter, and he didn't want to adjust from it. It's one thing to have your system and to know what you like, but you have to be able to adjust when offenses adjust to what you're doing. That's something that has held guys like Wade Phillips back. And Lovie Smith, to me, is very similar to Wade Phillips, right? So has his time away from the league. He hasn't been in the league for, I believe, last 2 or 3 years. Has that time in the league forced him to change his mindset, forced him to learn new tricks? I don't know. They do say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I don't know. Is Lovie Smith different? I hope so. So I'm not super optimistic about him, but it could be worse. I like the experience that we get with him. What else do I want to talk about? Let's talk about, I guess this will be more of a therapist thoughts stream. To try and make y'all feel a bit better. I'm going to do my best. The thing with the Deshaun Watson trade, and we talked about it on the most recent Texans Unfiltered podcast. Go check it out if you haven't. But John, he brought up a great point that, with these trade scenarios, it takes two to tango. And basically what that means is, for as much as other teams are going to want to trade for Deshaun Watson, they have to have the capital for it to make it work and to bow down to kind of our demands, right? We know Deshaun Watson is this amazing, legendary, generational quarterback who will win you Super Bowls. He played at MVP level. In my opinion, he was the best quarterback in football last year. And so that has a high-ass price tag. It's everything in the kitchen sink that you got to trade, man. It is everything. So how many teams in the league are, number one, have the capital to do that, and number two, are going to be willing to get rid of everything in their cupboards, all their capital, and make it tough to build the team around Deshaun Watson? How many teams are going to be willing to do that? It just makes the trade less and less likely, right? It narrows down your options, and so it makes it harder for this trade to actually happen. So that's my big question here is like, how likely do y'all think this trade actually is of happening? What would the odds of it actually happening, right? Because Deshaun Watson doesn't have a lot of leverage in the situation. And put in the chat what percentage you would say that you think it is going to happen. Deshaun Watson does not have a lot of leverage in the situation. The team holds leverage. They can just not trade him and say, fuck you, we're going to buy your bluff. Sit out if you want to, right? Until they get the best deal. So I don't know, man. Seeing in the chat, 100%. Ooh, 100%, 15, 33. Joey says 100, 101. John V says 20%. Albert says 18. My guy Jay says 40%. I think that's a right where around it's going to be. Around 40 to 50%, man. There's not a very good chance that he gets traded. Well, I shouldn't say that. But Trey, why you late, my guy? You're getting fined. Come on now. Not a big Mac Jones fan, but we'll talk about him later. We're talking about the percentages that we actually think this trade is going to happen. I know you're about to say like is 100%. But let's look at the actual destinations and the actual teams that, have the capital and are in the position to really make this trade. And number one, I think, is that most people talk about, at least, is the New York Jets. And I'm going to pull up my little trade proposal here that I talked about earlier. I tweeted out earlier today. Is this the one? This is the one. Dang, it's going to cover my beautiful face. God damn it. All right. So the Jets, here's a potential trade package from the New York Jets to get Deshaun Watson. It would have to give up a lot. And all the Jets fans that were in my mentions replying to this tweet, they were all salty. They were all mad. They're like, nah, they hanging up. They're not doing this trade. They don't see the value in Deshaun Watson. But their opinions don't matter. Does the GM see the value in Deshaun Watson? That's all that matters. And when we're talking about here, this is a great haul. This is a great haul, in my opinion. The Jets, you get 4 first-round picks. 2 of them this year, 2 of them next year. And the reason why the Jets and the Dolphins, the top options, is because NFL teams can't trade their picks 3 years in advance. So they can only trade 2021 and 2022 picks as of right now until we get to the draft. Then when you get to the draft, during the draft, you can open it up. But we're hoping that, we don't make a trade last minute like that right during the draft. So you narrow it down to the Jets and the Dolphins who can offer us 3 or more first-round picks in these next 2 years. So from the Jets, we could get number 2, number 23, number 34. Those are great picks. That number 34 is basically a first-rounder because there's always guys who fall to that range who should have been first-rounders. Then you get the Jets' first-round pick next year, which, it's probably going to be top 15. That's what I would say. Probably top 15 because now you think about them adding Watson. They're going to be a better team, right? And then you get Seattle's pick, which will probably be a late pick as per usual, around the 20s, right? But not only are you getting the picks with this, you're getting 2 players. One of them is an amazing player in Quinnen Williams, amazing stud interior defensive lineman that we absolutely need. He would go a long way. He's probably worth maybe a first-round pick on his own, maybe like a second, 2 seconds, something like that. But then you also get Sam Darnold. And I get it. Sam Darnold has not proven a whole lot during his NFL career, but he's had Adam Gase. He's had the New York Bill O'Brien really slowing him down. Like if you look back at Sam Darnold's scouting reports, people love Sam Darnold. People thought he was going to be the next big thing. He had a super, super high ceiling, but he's been put in a horrible situation with the Jets, horrible offensive line, horrible weapons, horrible play calling. He was put in a Deshaun Watson position in a situation just like Deshaun Watson with zero help. And so he's not the type of guy who is going to be able to elevate all that talent and still be an MVP type candidate like Deshaun was. Sure, that's fine. You're not going to find those guys. Those guys don't grow on trees. But there's still a ton of potential there with Darnold. He can make any throw on the field. He's got mobility. He's got athleticism. He can really make these off-script plays happen. He's shown flashes of it throughout the NFL. And so I like his potential more than I like a Tua Tagovailoa. I think that's how you say his name. I like his potential more than Tua, even though Tua is younger and even though Tua has more time on his rookie contract. Tua is more of a limited quarterback because of his arm and because he's not willing to anticipate throws. I'll talk about Tua when we talk about the Dolphins package. But are y'all fans of that Jets package? Marvin's in the chat. Where's Marvin? Marvin. Everyone say hi, Marvin. We got Marvin in the house. We got Marvin in the house. It's a party every week, baby. I guess you're fans of it. Flip Darnold. Or we can flip Darnold for more picks. Hey, you're crazy. Oh, wait. Where'd he go? Where'd the Jets fan go? You're crazy. You're crazy. All right, let's see what your GM says, my guy. Let's see what your GM says. Frank with the $3. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you. He says, show support, folks. Hit the like button. We're rocking 400 strong. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. I would very much appreciate it, though. I want Darnold, the number 2, the other first, and next year's first. I'd likely trade down for yes. Yes, Daniel, you're with me on this. Yes, Daniel, you're with me on this. I want to trade down. I'm not so sure about taking a quarterback position. We'll get to that in a second. It's a tidy package, ain't it? All right. What's up, Jers? How you doing, my guy? Let me pull up the other thing about when we're talking about these dang draft picks is you got to think about the future picks and where they're going to convey. And so that's why I prefer a Jets trade package as to a Miami Dolphins trade package. Number one, because the Dolphins can't offer 2 firsts in 2022. They only have 1. But number 2, because, that 2022 first from Miami, it's going to be a late first. Their 2021 first is already at 18. It's already at 18. Then you add Deshaun Watson to that team. Think about it, man. They're going to be definitely a playoff team. And so it's going to be mid-20s. And so it's less value than what a Jets pick could be at around, 12, 15, something like that, right? But with this Dolphins package, you got to get that top 3 pick, right? You need that. Have your chance at a quarterback or a trade down situation. But you also get 18, which is better than the second Jets pick. Great pick there. You get 36, you get 50, and then you get another first and a second. 6 picks. 6 high-value picks. 3 firsts, 3 seconds. That's great right there. That's the starting point. And then I think if you can get Tua and Xavier Howard on top, Xavier Howard's going to be maybe a bit of a reach, but you need to get those guys. You need to get those guys, in my opinion. You need to at least have the shot and potential of Tua, because maybe he doesn't turn out to be an all-time star, but maybe he becomes a Jimmy Garoppolo for you. That you can say that about him or Sam Darnold, right? Maybe he becomes a Jimmy Garoppolo type and you unload him to another quarterback needy team and get a second round pick. Maybe you see that, he can be a great fit in a game manager type of offense where it's already built around for him and he doesn't need to do a whole lot and they can make his job easy. But you don't want that. Maybe you want something else. And so you ship it off to a team who's in a position to do that, right? To use that type of quarterback. That could be the move. That could be the move. I never thought we'd be talking about this either, my guy. I never thought either. But if it does happen, man, we are going to get so many picks. We are going to get a haul and a half that it's going to make it a lot easier to rebuild this team. And think about it. We get our 2022 picks. All of them. We're done trading with Miami. We're done giving away picks with Miami. Love you, Jordan, but Tua is a bust already, bro. No thanks. There's a lot of people who are down on Tua. Tua played like 7 games. And I get the skepticism. You look at his box score stats, you even watch him play a little, and it doesn't look good. But Tua, you have to be really patient with these quarterbacks, with these young quarterbacks, especially as a rookie. Like, not every rookie quarterback is going to have a season like a Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes even had to sit a year, right? But they're not all going to come into the league and just blow the doors off. Have a Justin Herbert-like season, basically. People have different development arcs, and I wouldn't give up on Tua just yet. But I will say, comparing him to Sam Darnold and some of the other quarterbacks that we could draft, like a Justin Fields, like a Zach Wilson, Tua is not at their level because he doesn't have the arm strength that those guys do, and he doesn't have the anticipation when throwing that those guys do. Tua is the type of guy that his guys need to be wide open for him to want to throw it to them. If you give him a guy like a DeAndre Hopkins, like a Devontae Parker, that they have a guy who he doesn't separate based off his speed and agility and elusiveness, but he separates based off his physicality, and you need to just kind of throw it up to him and trust him. That's not what Tua likes. And so that's why he struggled with the Dolphins, because he doesn't have the wide receivers that match his skill set. Not like in Alabama when he had speedsters like Henry Ruggs, Jalen Waddle, and even Jerry Jeudy who can separate with the best of them. That's what you need to do with Tua Tagovailoa. And that's why, that's why I wouldn't say he's a bust, but his ceiling is lower than the other guys because he needs more help around him to be great. So that's I'm a little bit lower on Tua, but I'm not out on him by any means. Steve says, if we get Darnold or Tua, would you entertain Devontae Smith with one of those picks? All right, so let's talk about it now. If we're in the number 2 or number 3 situation, I've been looking at quarterbacks. I've been doing my research. I've been watching Zach Wilson and Justin Fields as of recently. I like Wilson over Fields. We'll talk about the quarterbacks a little bit more. We'll do other streams more in depth on them. We'll make videos on them, absolutely, going deep into their film and all that great stuff. I like Wilson over Fields just from what I'm seeing on the field. Both of them can make any throw. Both of them are great mobile quarterbacks, but Wilson seems to go through his reads quicker, and he has better pocket awareness, and his footwork in the pocket is a lot better than Fields. Fields looks like a statue in the pocket almost. No, statue's not the right word. Fields looks a little bit flat-footed in the pocket. he's not as explosive in the pocket and avoiding sacks and maneuvering the pocket and resetting his feet to make a good throw. And I also see some things where, you know, once he hits pressure, his eyes aren't downfield, but his eyes are just running. He's just running. I see a little bit of that with Justin Fields. And I think they're both a little bit raw prospects. Fields is a little bit more raw to me, but they have such high ceilings, and what it all comes down to is their work ethic and their leadership abilities and those intangibles. That's what's really going to separate those two. For me, who's going to be the guy to work harder? Because they both need work. Neither of them, or even Trevor Lawrence, are finished products at this point. None of them are. So they all need work, and so who can I really believe in to put in that work to be great? Justin Fields reminds me a lot of Deshaun Watson. He does, with how he's more raw, how he has his flaws, how, you know, some of the people question some of the mental game, but he has all the physical attributes that you could possibly want. And I've heard a lot of great things. I've read some things. I've seen some things about his personality traits, who he is as a person and as a worker and as a leader, stuff like that, that it seems like he's got that Deshaun Watson quality where he wants to be great and he's going to put in everything he can possibly do to be great. And that's what you need in your franchise quarterback. There you go. My guy Trey says it. Fields is the worker of the two. Watch quarterback one. He's going to be, I got to watch it, man. I got to watch it, Trey. Trey's a big time Fields fan. I hear you. I gave the little speech. We good. Luis Salas says Matt Stafford, Texans. Since we're doing these trades, I kind of want to just do the full blow up and just rebuild and get all the picks, man. Matt Stafford ain't winning us a Super Bowl. Hey, I'd do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Herbert in a first. Ooh, I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'd definitely be Chargers thoughts, though. That'd be a fun team to watch. Thank you, Sean David. Appreciate you. Thank you that you love the content. I haven't watched Trey Lance as much, Jose, and he didn't play this last year, so there's not a lot of tape on him. I have to go back a few years, which I will eventually, but I don't want to give y'all an uninformed opinion. That's what I really hate in sports media. I hate uninformed opinions. I hate when these people get up on ESPN and talk about these players or draft prospects or whatever that they don't even watch them play, because then you're just bullshitting and then you're just going off of other people's narratives and what other people say, and you're going off of pure, right? I'm about just, you know, watch it yourself and make your own opinions off that. We got $5 from a Jets fan. Matthias Morales says, please play that David Cooley theme song. That's just gold. Respect your channel, bro. I don't want Watson. Not trying to break the fan. Okay, that's fair. I respect that you spent $5 on me. Thank you. And for you, I will play the song because the song is fire. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions. They blow things up and then walk away. Who's got time to watch an explosion? There's cool guy areas that they have to walk to.
Yes, sir. Cool guys. They don't look at no explosions, man. They don't look at no explosions. Thank you for $5, my guy. What else did I want to talk about with the quarterbacks? Oh, with the quarterbacks. So right now, I'm not that sold on any one of them. I do like Wilson more the Fields, but there's really not much of a gap there. In my opinion, neither of them, not even Trevor Lawrence, are kind of the Mahomes or the Watson type level of guys. They're more of the Baker Mayfield level, in my opinion, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, you surround them with great things around them and they can be great. Make their situation easy for them and they can be great. And that's what I really want to talk about when you're talking about these high picks. Do I want to see us draft? Okay, sorry. Let me start back. So Deshaun Watson is the level of quarterback that he can elevate a shitty offensive line. He can elevate, you know, good but not great play calling with Tim Kelly. He can elevate, you know, these receivers that we saw him deal with at the end of the season. You know, the Chad Hensons, the Kiki QTs, and Brandon Cooks as well. I guess Brandon Cooks isn't bad, but you know what I mean. Like not the most optimal weapons, not what he had earlier in the season with Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, and Randall Cobb, right? So he's a guy like that he can elevate talents and he can make up for a shitty situation. But I don't see that as much with the Zach Wilson, with the Justin Fields, and I don't want to draft a quarterback and put him into a shitty situation. I don't want to have a David Carr situation all over again. So a thought that I'm thinking about, a scenario that I'm thinking about is trading down from either 2 or 3, trading down to another quarterback needy team. Maybe the Falcons at 4, they want to jump up a spot. They want to jump one of these teams and make sure they get their guy. Maybe, who else is it? Let me look at the NFL draft order right now because I'm blanking my mind. Draft order. Who else would do it? Philadelphia at 6, Detroit at 7, Carolina at 8. San Francisco might want to trade up from 12. Any one of those teams, they're eyeing that 3rd overall pick. They're eyeing that 2nd overall pick. That is very enticing to them, right? And to go from that spot up, they would at least have to give you a 2nd. And if it's a team in the low teens like the 49ers, they're giving you a 1st. They have to give you a 1st for that to go get their franchise quarterback, right? So that adds a lot of value. You're talking about a whole nother valuable premium pick to this big haul that you're getting. So I'm for that in trading down and then getting a Devontae Smith, getting a Jamar Chase, getting a, you probably won't get Penei Sewell, but maybe a Christian Darrisaw, the next best offensive lineman on the board, or maybe a Quincy Roche, what is his name? Gregory Rousseau, I'm not that high on, but maybe you get a Caleb Farley, Patrick Surtain, whoever the best available player is on the board. I'm very much in favor of that, trading down and building the house around the quarterback. So whichever quarterback we do end up drafting is not put into a shitty situation. So you can rock with Darnold or Tua, give them a very short leash, see what they got in the 2021 season, and maybe even, and then you could draft a quarterback in 2022, but you could also take one in the later rounds in 2021. Maybe you get lucky and you find the Russell Wilson in the 4th round. Right? Maybe you get lucky. Just take a shot on it. You have all these extra picks now. You might as well try and get one of these lottery tickets. And that's what I see these quarterbacks as. Quarterbacks are lottery tickets, man. A guy like quarterbacks are lottery tickets where, they have the varying levels of your jackpot, right? Deshaun Watson, his jackpot, it's $5 million, it's $50 million, right? But a guy like Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, maybe his jackpot is around $30 million. Still great, still amazing, still something you can absolutely work with and change your life, but it's not as high as Watson. And then maybe, a Darnold or a Tua, their jackpot, if they do hit it, if you do get lucky, maybe it's around a 20, 25 million, right? So I want to amass all these possible lottery tickets so that I have the best damn odds of finding that future franchise quarterback. And maybe that 4th round pick that you try on a guy like Russell Wilson, you try and find your Russell Wilson. Maybe this year it's Jamie Newman. I've heard a lot of great things about him. Maybe that jackpot, your odds aren't that great, but you can still hit big. Yes, sir. And that right there, Trey says, I like Jamie Newman later in the draft. Are y'all with me? Y'all understand? I think I'm just ranting at this point, but y'all are still here. Y'all are still 450 here. So I appreciate y'all. Spencer Rattler in 2022. Exactly, man. We got options. We don't got to rush. That's the big thing is we don't got to rush if we do make this Deshaun Watson trade because our timeline is set back years anyways. So let's get it right. Let's make sure we get this quarterback right. And let's also make sure that we build the house around them so that they're not fucked. Let's build up this offensive line. Let's improve the defense. Let's get us a running game. Let's get us more weapons. I don't know if Will Fuller is going to be back now that Deshaun Watson is likely, could possibly be gone. So, that's the thing is no one else on this roster is untouchable. No one is. Not Laramie Tunsil, not Zach Cunningham, not Justin Reed, not Will Fuller, not J.J. Watt. Nobody is untouchable now that Deshaun Watson has requested a trade. It is what it is. I would not be mad at Devontae Smith whatsoever. Say we trade down to the 7th or 8th pick. I believe the Panthers have the 7th pick. No, the Lions have the 7th. Panthers have the 8th. One of those two teams. Devontae Smith should be there. And I would be so happy with Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is my guy. Best wide receiver in the nation. Best wide receiver prospect since Julio Jones. That long. Put it, stamp it. Devontae Smith is the best wide receiver prospect since Julio Jones. He does it all. He has no hole in his game whatsoever. He's a complete wide receiver. He wins deep. He wins intermediate. He wins on short routes. He's a beautiful route runner. He'll get yak for you. He's an explosive play waiting to happen. He wins at the catch point. He wins in catch and traffic situations. You can scheme up short throws and he'll get yak for you. He is amazing. I love Devontae Smith. Absolutely love him. Would I rather a guy like Tony or Najee Harris? I mean, it obviously depends where you draft him. If you draft him with the same pick, say a late first round pick, I'd probably rather go Najee. Just because there are a lot of speed guys like Kadarius Toney that you could get. But there's not a lot of Najee Harrises, man. There's not a lot of Najee Harrises that you find. I am absolutely in love with Najee Harris too. Let's draft them all. Devontae Smith, Najee Harris. Let's do it. Let's go get Landon Dickerson in the second. Let's go get Deontay Brown in the third. Let's just be Bama. We'll bring Bill O'Brien. Nah. Jaron Joseph says, let's say we make the trade with the Jets and have the draft that you posted on your Twitter and have the draft capital that you posted on your Twitter. Plus, we get a second and third for J.J. Watt. Plus free agent guys. Do you think that we are in an objectively better spot than we were with Deshaun? I don't think that you can say objectively better spot simply because we don't know who we're going to pick at those draft spots, and rookies and draft picks in general are more question marks than they are, what is the word? I can't think of the word. Of guarantees. Deshaun Watson is already a guaranteed MVP level caliber quarterback, right? So I'd have to wait and see to who we actually draft, but it is a very, very good situation to be in with all those picks. You can get so many damn picks. I put up another a tweet where I did a trade with the Jets, and I traded down from 2. I went down from 2 to 4, and I still managed to get Justin Fields somehow. But I amassed 20 draft picks between the Jets and the Texans for the 2021 draft alone. 20 draft picks from just trading down. And 20 picks, man. That's basically to the starting offense and the starting defense, man. 22 players is how many starters you need. We got 20 of them. So, I mean, the turnaround could be quick if we draft right. The turnaround could be quick if we draft right. Yeah, free agents will be a problem. Players won't want to come for a little bit until they see that we're a winning organization. I hear you on that. Trying to be positive, Mark. I don't want to talk about it. What's good, Ruben? How you doing, my guy? What's up, Odin? What else did I want to talk about? Do we want to talk about more destinations and more packages, or do y'all want to do a mock draft where we actually do a trade with either the Jets or the Dolphins, and we see what players we can get at those picks? What would y'all rather see? More trades or mock draft? As I plug in my charger. What do y'all want? What do y'all want to see? I'm going to do whatever y'all want to see. Mocks. All right, we'll get into more. Oh, I see some trades. I see you, don't worry. A lot of mocks. Okay, mocks are taking over. Let's do a mock. We'll talk about more trade destinations as this unfortunately continues. But we'll do a mock for now. Let me see if there's anything else I was going to talk about. I don't think there was. Mock without viewer input. Oh, you don't want input, Ryan? You don't want input at all? Okay. Cool by me. Alexis Gonzalez says Tunsil. Where'd it go? Trade Tunsil for more picks and draft Sawai. Do y'all know how to pronounce his name? Sawai? I don't know, but thank you for the $3. We want Ruben in the stream. Let's get Ruben in the stream. Let me get you the link. Ruben. I'll DM you. We'll talk to Ruben, and then we'll do some mock drafts. We'll talk to Ruben for a little bit here. Give me 1 second, y'all. 713. There he is. He's my boy. All right, Ruben, I sent it to you. I slid in your DMs. We got another donation in the building. Thank you, Matt Martin, for the $5. He says the Oklahoma City Texans. We get in every pick. We're always gonna be up on the clock. Roger Goodell. Yeah, that's the name. Roger Goodell gonna be tired of saying the Houston Texans with the 37th pick select. I trust you, bro. Oh, me too. Oh wait, let me get headphones. But Ruben, here, talk to the people while I go get headphones.
What's going on, boys? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I wish I could see the comments, but Deshaun Watson has not asked for a trade. It hurts because I remember when we first drafted Watson, I was at work at the YMCA, and I was like, "We need to get Watson. We need to get this guy. He's going to be fantastic," and he was. And one thing for sure, I'm not going to stop supporting this team. I grew up here. This is H-Town. I'm H-Town till I drown. Astros, Rockets. I mean, this is my city. I love it. It feels tough, Jordan, because we have people here in Houston. We've been through it. We've been through the losses of the Astros, the three straight 100-loss season. We've been through the Rockies turmoil. Now we're going with Deshaun, and it sucks. Because when you draft Deshaun, you're thinking, all right, in 4 years, I'm going to be competing for a Super Bowl. Not in 4 years, I'm going to be thinking, am I going to have a quarterback or not? I mean, come on, man. This was so easy to do from the beginning. All you had to do was tell Deshaun, hey, buddy, this is what we're going to do. We're thinking about hiring these GMs. But no, you let a preacher influence you, and this is where we're at. And I'm not even mad.
Wow. You're not even mad?
I'm not even mad, dude, because we did this to ourselves, right? If you tell a kid, hey, don't touch the, the stove, it's hot, and he touches it, hey, that's your fault. And we did. Cal knew Deshaun wanted to be a part of the hiring, and why not? This is the first time he had a franchise QB, and you didn't do that, man. How hard was it to get in contact with him?
It shouldn't have been. Apparently, they had some dinners together, but then that was it. And then they lost communication, and he couldn't do a simple thing, man. He couldn't give him a call, couldn't give him a text, and that's horrible. And it doesn't make any sense. And then to me, it all points back to Joe Easterby and him pulling the strings and being the puppet master. And like you said, like we did it to ourselves. This is not something that, Deshaun Watson did himself. I don't get the hate at Deshaun Watson right now. I'm happy.
Sides of it. I see the side of, look, the city of Houston, what that means to people. It means that we're hard workers, that we're not going to give up when shit gets rough. When Hurricane Harvey hit us, Jordan, people legit turned their mindset is, I am not going to stop working. I'm going to get my life back on track. And that embodied, that's what we turned our identity was. 2017, you see rookie Deshaun Watson come in, and you're saying, okay, I know I'm going through a shitty time right now with all this stuff going on, but you see that guy, that's the guy that's going to turn this city of Houston around. That's the guy that's going to turn this city relevant. And now he's gone. Not gone yet, but.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Sports means so much to any city, man. It's an escape. It's a passion. It's a love, man. And I know you are probably the most passionate guy out there about this.
I am. I try not to be. I try not to get emotional. I got emotional yesterday in my video because this is the boy, man. This is the guy. When I see that picture of Deshaun Watson looking at the Lombardi Trophy with the Texans red and blue right behind him, I'm just, yes, I need that.
Yep.
And so now, I haven't really know what you want to do, but where do you send him? Do you send him to Miami? Do you send him to the Jets? Because it looks like he's going to the Jets. And I thought about, you get the number 2 overall pick. You get a buttload of picks from the Jets. The Jets are still not going to be good. That's what people don't realize. Is they're still going to be not good. He's going to be in maybe a worse situation than what he is now.
Mm-hmm.
And now with the 2nd overall pick, now I'm looking at the Lions. and I see that they want to get a new quarterback. They want to start over. Hey, man, let me get some more first round picks. Let me mess around and get the 7th overall pick. And you know what, Jordan? Let me even trade back more. Let me get more picks, man. Come on, because you said it yourself. You said it right before I got on because I was watching you. Shout out to you, bro. I watch you a lot, man.
Thank you.
You said the only way this gets better is if we have an amazing draft.
Yep.
It's going to be hard when you have 6, 7, 8 first round picks, couple seconds to mess this up. That's the end goal for me, man. That's what I think the end goal is.
Yeah, I think you have to look at what the Dolphins did and how they worked their rebuild. They really restocked, and they could have done a better job drafting. They could have done a better job trading back, but they got all the capital that they possibly could. They got good value for their guys in Laramie Tunsil and whatnot. So, that can be the kind of the blueprint for it. I'm with you. I'm team trade down as of right now.
Yeah.
But if you do stick at 2, do you have a favorite for that quarterback? Who do you want?
If I stick at 2, I don't know, man. I love Justin Fields. I saw the whole Elite 11. When he was going against Trevor Lawrence. He looked good. Supposed to go to UCLA, didn't happen. I'm looking at Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson looks like he's a stud, but they're not Deshaun.
Nope.
Are they going to go into the draft room and cry and say, we weren't supposed to be here? And then are they going to be the ones that basically look us in the face and say, I want to be legendary? When was the last time you heard a QB say that?
He's different.
And I don't know. I want to trade down. Then I look at the Miami situation, and I look at Pep Hamilton. I look at what he was able to do with Andrew Luck. Granted, Andrew Luck was already good at Stanford. I look at what he did with Justin Herbert. And you put Tua with Pep Hamilton and see what you could do. And now you have the 7th overall pick. I'm sorry, you have the 3rd. Do you go get Davis? Do you pair Davis and Tua? And that's your new 1-2 for your offense? Or do you trade back? I don't know. A lot of possibilities.
You could go. You mean Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith. I'm sorry. Yes, okay. I messed up on the name. Devontae Smith. Yes.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'd be cool with him. If you're at 3 and you want to give Tua a shot, go get Penei Sewell. Could you imagine Laramie Tunsil at left tackle, Penei Sewell? Because I've seen a lot of people want to move him inside to guard.
Yep.
Those 2 left tackle, left guard. You got Titus at right tackle. Maybe you move Max Sharping to right guard. Draft another center with all these picks that you're going to mass. That is an amazing elite offensive line.
It's an elite offensive line, but you still got Mike Devlin.
Oh, he got to go, man. Do you believe he's going to go or no?
No.
Oh.
No, dude.
No, Ruben. Don't do me like that.
I don't, man. I don't see, because we're keeping Tim Kelly, which I don't even know why you're going to keep Tim Kelly anymore now that Deshaun's going to go. I mean, I'm just being straight up about the blue honest.
I hear you.
I love Josh McCown. I love that. I love you bringing him in. I don't know who else you could go get out there. I mean, you could have Charlie Heck go cry to his daddy, please come here and help us. I would love that. Don't see it happening.
Yeah, don't. Unfortunately.
I don't know, bro. We should be ecstatic as content creators. We got so much more stuff to talk about.
So much to draft. People are going to be tuning into the draft so much more now.
Oh my God, yeah. Because the possibilities are endless, but I need to see who else David Culley brings in.
Are you a fan of his staff so far? I love the Pep Hamilton.
I love Pep Hamilton.
It's the defensive side.
Yeah. I'm kind of high on Lovie Smith.
Okay.
But I need to see someone else. I need to see. I mean, we heard a lot of Chris Richards coming in. I just need to see what he does, because I don't even care about the offense. I think the offense. Well, now that Deshaun's leaving, right, the offense is going to be a problem. But you got to fix his defense, dude. His defense is atrocious. I could be a running back and give you 4 yards of carry. Jordan, you, bro, as skinny as you are, could give us a good 10 of carry. Come on, man.
We
got to
it.
get this defense, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God. With the offense, like you said, with the coaches, if they are going to go with that, Pep Hamilton, Josh McCown, and Tim Kelly, it's not a bad trio at all. Not a bad trio at all. So it's going to help a young quarterback with their transition. With the defense, Lovie Smith, I'm not too high on. Chris Richard, I'm not too high on. But they're not official yet. Maybe they go in a different direction. And what I've always said at the end of the day is, with defense, it's not so much about the coaching. Obviously, it's important. Obviously, it does make a difference. But your talent is what's going to win out.
Exactly.
And now that we got all these draft picks, we can draft all the defenders we want.
I'm looking at the linebacker, Michael Parsons.
I like him a lot.
He gives me Khalil Mack vibes. I mean, he gives me those vibes. He just built the guy from Miami, number 15, Gregory
Rousseau. Yes, sir.
Rousseau. He looks good. The safety from TCU, I want to stack this defense, man. I want to stack it up. I want to fix it. Defense wins championships. That's what you say. That's what they say. But it's a tough one for your Texans fan, man. I legit, dude, 4 days ago, sat down at my desk at work and was like, we're going to lose Deshaun Watson. I almost went home, bro. Almost went home. It hurt. Like, it felt like a breakup, dude. But let me ask you this, Jordan.
Yep. Let's hear it.
What if Watson says, I given everything I got, we're just not good enough, and he pulls a James Harden?
Bro.
What if he does that?
Don't put that in my mind.
What?
I gotta erase that. I gotta do some FBI. The thing where they like never mind.
The Men in Black with the little thing.
I gotta erase that shit, man. I don't want to hear that at all.
But any of this, like, are you kind of upset with Deshaun?
No.
Not at all?
The only thing that I would say that I'm a little bit upset with him about, and I put it at like 1 to 3%. The only thing that I think he could have handled better is just being more upfront and honest about the situation and having better timing about it. Because the fact that, clearly he's wanted to be traded for a while. Whoever broke it out, I think it was Schefter, said that, the trade request was like officially put in or whatever, or was talked about weeks ago, but why make it official now? Why make it right after the hiring of the new head coach? To me, that's really just sending the worst message that you just don't care about the new head coach. You don't care about your teammates. And it's just the timing of it is just horrible for me.
The timing really pissed me off.
Yeah.
As soon as he get hired, not even 24 hours later, you see Deshaun Watson. I was like, really? You're going to announce this news right now? I definitely see the side of people who are getting mad at Watson. I definitely see it. Then again, I can't blame the guy. I can't blame David, his agent, at all. Oh, my God, what a phenomenal job he's doing. Because if I'm David and I'm Deshaun's agent, I don't care if I'm even from Houston. I'm doing the same thing. Let me go get paid.
He did amazing. That's why David is who David is. That's why he is the best in the business. He did it for Ramsey. He's doing it for Deshaun now. And, the situation was just not right. And when you can't trust, here's my thing. And people talk about Deshaun and how he advocated for Bill O'Brien. And I wouldn't even say necessarily advocated, but how he
I don't
basically
say it either. I don't see it as that.
But basically that he didn't come out and call him out for being a poor coach, which how many starting quarterbacks actually do? No. Never you're a leader, right? So I'm not really mad at him for that. But what I see it as, he was playing the good soldier through the Bill O'Brien era. And he thought that, a coach like Bill O'Brien, it's not like he's irreplaceable, right? Eventually he could get canned if he does a bad job. And we saw it happen, right? But now when it comes down to the decision with Joe Easterby and Cal McNair, those guys aren't as replaceable as Bill O'Brien. They ain't going anywhere. So once he saw that, that is the flip of the switch that went off in his mind.
I see it as that there's nothing else I could do.
Yeah.
Because this organization is not going to change unless Cal McNair and Jack Easterby is out of there.
Exactly.
We hope Janice comes to her mind. That's not going to happen. We know people are trying to get rid of this dude. I even thought about getting rid of this dude. I even thought about going wherever he is and having his car hit me and make up a big old PR stud. Because bro, we care about this team.
Oh yeah.
To an extent that I walked to NRG, had a sign, stood out there for almost, because I got there around 7:30 in the morning because I had work at 11. I told James, I legit get there, walked about half a mile, had a sign that said I stand with Fort, and I stand with them. And I'm still standing with them. And for an owner to just, the cops were called on me, basically, dude.
Yeah.
The cops came. Crazy. He talked to me. And this is exactly what he said. I didn't tell Stormy or James or anything like that. He said, hey, he knows you're coming. And he wanted me to hear, he wanted me to, to tell you that you cannot be by the bull. You have to be on the sidewalk.
They said that as in Deshaun once?
No, me. He was okay. He was like, you do not be by the bull. Get away from the sidewalk. And I was like, well, Cal McNair could see my frustration. Then why doesn't he sit down and just see why we're pissed?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the fans. I think James tweeted it this morning.
He tweeted that. But then what do we do, James? Because we're still going to watch this team, bro. We're still going to watch them. Most of these fans are still going to watch them. What do we do?
It's out of our control. And that is the most frustrating part, is that as fans, there's only so much we can do. What we can do is to stop going to games. We can cancel our season tickets. We can stop buying Texans merchandise. We got to hurt their pockets. That's basically the only thing that we can do.
I don't think we are, man, because the season ticket holders, they're Cal's buddies. They're going to give him that freaking check. And, you have other diehard fans. So I'm sorry, Odie. I'm sorry for my dog. You're going to have those fans who are going to go. And it's just like, Wade said that he doesn't want to be the Browns. He doesn't want to be the Jets. But it looks like we are.
We are right there with them. I never thought it would come to this point. When people say that the Texans are a laughable organization, I didn't believe them. I didn't want to believe them. Obviously, it's our team that we love. It's our pride and joy, right? But it's gotten to that point where we're basically at the Jets level. And that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. We just got to wait it out and see. We just got to wait it out and see. Man. It is. What I will say is the one thing that can happen is just we got to win games. That's as simple as it is. If Nick Castro can put together a competitive roster and have us winning games, and, maybe Deshaun Watson sits out the first half of the season, but they do well without him, maybe he'll want to come back. He'll want to actually play for the city again. That's what I'm hoping for. I think winning ends up curing all problems, and we got to hope for that, man.
How do you win if you don't got four, man? Who do you bring in? Which QB on the market do you bring in? There's nobody there. Do you take a chance on Dak? I don't want to do that. You
ain't a big Dak fan?
He just can't beat good teams, man.
He ain't got no help.
Bro, he has Zeke offensive line, Amari Cooper. Trash. Come on. Oh,
Zeke trash. Their offensive line ain't all that.
Oh, dude. Okay, at that stage, they were like, okay, this Cowboys team is going to be a playoff team, and they shit the bed. Remember, they were 3-0. They blew out the Cardinals. They blew out other teams. They were 3-0. They were just talking so much trash. And what do? They go 2-6 at good playoff teams against teams above 500.
It's hard to beat those teams. It is, but I hear you. I think he also had as worse of a defense as ours.
Yeah,
he was in very much of a Deshaun Watson situation.
Wouldn't you hate that, though? Your quarterback is now Dak Prescott, and he wears number 4.
I would hate it. I don't want, the emotions of it absolutely hurt so much. And even just dealing with the trade with the Dallas Cowboys, that just irks me to even say. I don't want to do it. But, when we're talking about getting the best quarterback in return for Deshaun Watson, I don't want to trade for Matthew Stafford. I don't want an old guy like that.
I thought about trading for Stafford. I thought about it. Like I said, if you go to the line, you say, hey, give me Stafford. Because like you said, we still got to win games. Yeah. Matthew Stafford is not a bad QB. He's still a top 15. At best, he's a top 10 QB. He's going to give you 35 to 4,000 yards and 25 plus touchdowns. You're going to have to fix it some way, somehow.
I hear you. I think it's just his timeline. Yes, it makes us more competitive, but Dak can make us competitive too and also still have a bright future.
Agree.
Matthew Stafford's only got so many more years left. It'll be the same thing if another situation I was thinking about is the Falcons. What if they have number 4th pick, they give us Matt Ryan and maybe next year's first round pick as well. It would be something like that where you get this older kind of bridge quarterback who's very, very good, but I don't know. Do you want to prioritize winning now, trying to keep Deshaun Watson to stay, trying to attract more free agents, or do you really just want to blow it up and rebuild for the future?
If you're asking me, I want to blow it up.
Yeah.
I want to blow it up. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to see him at Ryan here. I don't want to see him a Matthew Stafford here. But if you say, but if you're Cal McNair and you hear him say, oh, we're going to commit to excellence, then it looks like they're going to do something like that, bringing a quarterback. Just tank, man. We're going to have our first round pick next year. We could potentially have the number 1 overall pick. I think this is a bridge season, bro. Here's what I mean by that. I think they're going to focus on defense this year. Get a bunch of good defensive pieces. If Cully don't work out, all right, boom, you're gone. We're going to have a high pick. You know who's going to be a sexy head coach next year?
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady, come on. Jordan, what did Joe Brady said? Peep this. He said, my job is to make the defense defend every blade of grass and get my speed and space. Just wait, be patient. That's the end game for me is Joe Brady and the number 1 overall pick next year.
I like it. Let's see what he does with this next year. Maybe he doesn't have Teddy Bridgewater holding back that offense. Let's see what he does. If he grows, if he shows that he has a better scheme, if you hear more about his leadership and that stuff that I was questioning earlier in the offseason, I'll be all for it with you too. Because at the end of the day, I do want an offensive minded guy, a young guy who's willing to adapt and grow to the NFL, and that would be ideal. So hopefully another year with him growing at OC under Matt Rule. And he becomes a great head coach candidate. It was interesting to me that he didn't get hired this cycle, but it is what it is.
A lot of people didn't get hired.
It was Matt Eberflus.
Oh, I would have loved Eberflus. What is your favorite Deshaun Watson moment?
Let me think for 1 second as I thank this donation. Thank you, OB Clutch 27 for the $5. He says, get the window, my guy. Your Jets jersey ain't nothing. Ain't coming. Favorite Deshaun Watson moments? There's so many, man. Kicked in the eye touchdown. There's the Bills playoff game. That final throw to Tywan Jones. There's so many, man. That is just insane to think about. Probably it has to be the Bills playoff game. I mean, he just looked like he was wearing like a bulletproof vest. And those two defenders that were coming at him, it didn't matter.
They were about to light this dude up.
Right?
Dude, when I saw them coming, I said, oh, shit. And then when he spun around, I said, oh, shit. Dude, that has to go down as one of the best.
It does. That has to be number 1 because it wasn't even in just some random game. The stakes were on the line.
Yep.
It was overtime. It was the final drive. They needed to score right there. They needed to do it, and then for him to just defy all odds. Like you said, like they were coming for his neck. They were blazing, man. They were
gonna light this dude up.
Exactly. That could have been like a concussion or something, an injury, but it didn't matter. And he just pinballed off of him, man. That was legendary. It really was. Is that the same thing for you? Your favorite moment? Oh, let's hear it.
I take you back to his rookie season.
Okay.
And I take you back to Sunday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oof,
we lost that game. But this is the game where hand to God, I legit dropped to my knees and cried when he sidestepped, I think it was Frank Clark. And launches it to Will Fuller, touchdown. I dropped to my knees and I start just crying. And they're like, my dad was like, well, why the hell are you crying, dude? That's a touchdown. I said, this is a guy that's going to bring us a Super Bowl.
You saw it.
I saw it, man. I saw it. I said, I have been waiting so long for a Super Bowl, for a Super Bowl caliber winning quarterback. I put my faith in Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't know why I put my faith in Brock Osweiler. I was looking for something, and that something was Deshaun Watson.
Yes, sir.
And now the dude gone. I'm already like, if he stays, I'm more okay, cool. I'm already all right. You're gone. Like, you're done. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. And talk about that play, man. That play was insane because he switched the ball from
switched
one
the
hand
ball
to the other.
hands, bro.
If Patrick Mahomes does that, that shit's on SportsCenter for the next year, right?
Are you gonna watch Deshaun Watson if he like goes to other teams?
Yeah, I'm basically gonna be a Deshaun and a Texans fan. I'm gonna do my best, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I've never been able to watch another sports team and really like have the same level of fandom, and I don't think I will. I'm not gonna be able to like bleed Texans like I would for say he goes to the Jets or whatever. It's not gonna be that level of fandom. That's still gonna reside with the Texans. That can't go anywhere, man. Like you don't just draw that up on a board, right? It's born with you, right? But I'm gonna do my best to try and follow him and root for him and see what he does, man. And thank you, Cyanide, for the $3. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm a root for him, but I mean, I can't watch him in another uniform.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt, and I could already hear the memes. I could already see that all this stuff he does is gonna be highlighted.
Yep. Oh yeah. And what sucks is when your friends are gonna be sending you every Deshaun Watson highlight, and they send you everything. They're
dude. I mean, if you look at it as a Houston fan, you lose Garrett Cole, James Harden. You just lost Justin Verlander to Tommy John. Fuck Westbrook. I don't care about Westbrook. So many great players. If you even go back all the way back then, Craig Biggio, Lance Berkman, all these greats that just couldn't get it done. Jordan, bro, I'm on the verge, dude.
It's horrible. I'm so glad, and it sucks to say this, but I'm so glad I'm not a Houston sports fan in general. I'm so glad I'm not a Rockets and Astros fan. I have my other teams, thank God, because the year that y'all have gone through is like no other. It's unprecedented.
And that's why I say, dude, like we're built different.
Yeah.
Houstonians are. We're a great group of people. We've already been through this so many times, going back to Carlos Beltran leaving us for the Mets. I mean, we're used to this, man. We're used to this. And I thought Deshaun Watson was the savior. So do we have to wait another 18 years for a quarterback?
I don't think so. Because now we're put in a position where we have a lot of these chances, a lot of these lottery tickets to potentially hit it big and get the next guy, get the next Deshaun Watson. And maybe they're not as amazing as Deshaun Watson, but we can win a Super Bowl with a guy like Justin Fields, with a guy like Zach Wilson, potentially like a guy Tua Tagovailoa or Sam Darnold. But I was going to ask you, we asked it in the chat earlier today. If you had to put a number on it, what percentage would you say are the odds, that Deshaun Watson actually does get traded?
80%.
You're pretty high. Damn.
No, I'm high, man. And dude, bro, like me, I'm usually the optimistic guy.
Yeah.
I'm usually the guy. We're gonna be great. No, I think he's gone. Can David Culley really do the unthinkable and convince him to stay? I mean, let's not forget he did endorse Bill O'Brien. He did endorse Tim Kelly. I just want a puncher's chance, man. Sit in the room with Culley. I think someone said this today. I forgot his name. He said that this is going to be the best coach Deshaun Watson ever has. And David Culley. I think it was Braddock, something like that. I'll find the tweet and show you. I just want a chance to talk to him. Like, because at the end of the day, as powerful as David is, his agent, if Deshaun Watson says, "Hey, I want to stay," what's he gonna do?
Yeah, he's his own man.
He's his own man. Like, give me a shot, bro. Give me and you a shot, Jordan. Oh my God, if you're give me into NRG. Sit me down with Deshaun, and I promise you, he's gonna be a Houston Texan.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Get us in the room with him, lock him up for a couple hours. We talk ball. He's staying.
I'm not letting him leave until he wears that red, white, and blue. But then again, that just shows you how cancerous it must be at NRG.
And that's what I'm saying is to me, Cooley isn't the guy that's going to change Deshaun Watson's mind. It's going to be Cal McNair. That's the only way it has to happen, which is why I don't have very high odds of it happening. But that's where his main problem is. It's not with the head coach hire because he he requested the trade apparently weeks ago, right? So it's not really about David Cooley. It's more about his mistrust with Cal McNair. So Cal McNair needs to somehow find it in him to honestly and genuinely apologize to him multiple times, however many times it damn takes, to fire Jack Easterby, to get this pastor out the hell out of our organization, to never see him again, and make true amends with Deshaun. That is the only way it's going to happen.
I just don't see it happening, bro. And that's really tough to say, dude, because, I mean, like, how old are you, bro? Like, how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20. I'm 23, dude. Like, it's like we at a young age could see the problem.
Right? Everyone can see it, man. Everyone in this chat.
You're a billionaire, dude. You must be doing something right. Yes, you inherited a lot of the money.
Yep.
But you've been in business where you know what's good business and bad business. What is Triple H and WWE says? I'm going to do what's best for business. And Jack Easterby's not good for business.
Jack Easterby, it's crazy. The more and more I hear about him, and more from not even Houston people, not even Texans people, but everyone around the league sees him as a cancer, sees him as someone that they don't want to deal with, that they don't want to talk to, and that he is toxic. And that is horrible for us because he's the guy who is pulling the strings right now, and he's the guy that other teams are going to have to deal with. So he needs to go absolutely 1,000%. But
you know what I hope happens, honestly?
Yeah.
Honestly, I hope Nick Caserio goes into his office and says, this is not what you promised me. I'm supposed to build my legacy here.
Yep.
Like,
can't do it with this guy.
If that's the way it's gonna be, then hey, I'll take any loss whatsoever, and I'm gone. Or I'll threaten, or I'll threaten to quit, or I'll retire.
Do you see that as a realistic possibility? And first of all, thank you, Vincent Miller, for the $2. JJ wants to and Watson to the. They ain't gonna go to the Broncos.
And Watson to Broncos. Shout out to Vincent Miller, one of my boys.
But yeah, what I was gonna ask you, sorry, real quick, is do you see that happening as a possibility? Does Nick Caserio, does he have enough? Was he tricked by Joe Easterby and Cal McNair into thinking, he's gonna have all this power, and he's not, and Joe is still making decisions? Do you think he would actually step away from the Texans, leave the money on the table, and quit?
Wouldn't you though, bro?
The thing is that with the GM position in the NFL, you get your one shot. You fuck it up, you're done.
But everybody knows who Nick Caserio is. Everyone credits Nick Caserio for helping New England get, everybody when he was hired, everyone was high on him except for us, because we were like, we're trying to get away from the Patriots way. Yep. And what do? You get a Patriots guy. Okay, cool. Let's see what he does. Even if he doesn't really step down, I think a conversation like that needs to be had. Like, hey, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because like you said, one shot, you're fucking up my one shot.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing is, does he have the balls to bite off the hand that fed him, that got him this job in Joe Easterby? I hope he does.
How he doesn't. Jack Easterby did it with Bill O'Brien.
Jack Easterby is a different monster.
You gotta applaud that man, though, bro. You have to applaud the man for doing what he's doing. To be a pastor, now you're a VP. You're damn near the owner of the Houston Texans.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows.
I want to go to the school that he went to because they teaching something, right?
Dude, I even thought about going to where he preaches on Sundays and just starting a ruckus, dude. Like, that's how pissed I am.
I've never seen a figure like that in sports history that has been this toxic.
I haven't either. I really haven't seen someone like this, like who's controls someone else. I mean, Wade brought it up in our video, from Lord of the Rings when the king had some dude just talking in his ear, and I just don't know, man. I'm if it was even worse, because like you said, because we didn't know what to do. Exactly. What can we do? All we could do was sit on these damn mics and say, we're not happy. And you know what we did? We try to make a change. We try to go to NRG and try to do a protest and say we stand with 4. And what does Cal McNair do? He calls the authorities.
They don't care what we think. They don't. And that's the most. And real quick about the Easterby thing, what's most frustrating is, like, with Cal, I think you can tell that Cal means well. He's not he's not this villain, but he's just so incompetent. But with Jack, it genuinely seems like he does not mean well. It genuinely seems that he does not care about this organization, and he just wants to be power hungry. That's where my big gripe with him is. But yeah, what can we do, man? We can just rant.
Cal McNair just looks lost, bro. I mean, in the Nick Casario press conference when John McClain cut him off, he did this whole like, what is this dude doing? I'm like, that doesn't look good on you, Chief.
No,
that doesn't look good on you. And for Jackie to be using his, his faith and whatever to get power, it's such ludicrous, dude. It's crazy how much religion has played a part in the Texans organization. I'm tired of being the squeaky clean team, dude.
It shouldn't. That's the thing. First of all, I like preface this by saying there's nothing. We're not telling you not to believe in religion. We're not telling you what to believe in or what not to believe in. But there's a separation from that. That is stuff that is more in your personal life that you keep to yourself at home. And sure, it has some influences in how you live your life, but not in the business standpoint. It should not be helping you and forcing you making business decisions, whether it comes to hiring people at the top, whether it comes to hiring coaches, GMs, or signing players or drafting players. Like you said, we are tired of the goody guys that we've been signing and hiring all along. We've been very, very tired of that. That's why people think Josh McCown is getting his interview, because he has a connection with faith in God as well. And I even saw some things about Lovie Smith in that regard as well. So it's so frustrating, and I'm tired of it, because you cannot be passing up more qualified candidates, whether it's a coach, whether it's a GM, whether it's a player. Don't value faith over actual football skills and football knowledge, man. That's not how you build a successful football team. We're running a football team, not a church.
Not only that, man, this is fucking Texas, man. This is football in Texas.
Exactly.
And you're messing this up, dude. I think Jack Easterby has like Cal's nudes or something, man. I really do, dude. There's no way he has this. He has him by the balls. I don't see how much leverage this dude has over him. I really don't know what he's doing, because I know, me growing up in church, I know there are some pastors that, could be influential, but this dude is taking it to a whole nother level to convince billionaires that you, who has no football experience, that I should be running the shots, is absolutely ludicrous.
He definitely has something on him that he blackmailing with, whether it's his news, whether he found some things that Cal's done in his past, whether he's sleeping with Hannah McNair. I don't know. Would you put it past him at this point? Too.
Right? I thought, okay, no. This is where it came up.
Mm-hmm.
When the guy had the fire Easterby sign, right?
Yeah, and she was so defensive.
She DM'd the dude and was like, "You don't know the whole story." And I'm like, "Well, hold up. It shouldn't be you defending, dude.
It ain't that serious.
It ain't this serious. It should be your husband saying something, not you. You're defending another man." And Cal McNair ain't the best looking man now. Let's be honest.
We know what she's in it for. We know what she's doing. Okay, no, we'll go that far.
Let's start a scandal, Jordan. Let's do it.
Oh my God!
What do we have to lose? What could they say to us? Honestly, what could they do?
They can't. What are they going to tell us? Not come to games?
You live in Canada. I'm too broke to go to a fucking game.
Exactly.
Come on. What are you going to do?
They gonna cancel our cable? No. And with Hannah McNair, like you said, like she took it personally, and
she got hurt.
She got hurt.
I tried to DM her. I was like, I'm wild, bro. Yeah. I DM'd her, and I was just like, what do you have for Jack Easterby?
He's got her wrapped around his finger too. I don't know, man, but
I love it.
Would you like to? We were talking about we were gonna do a mock draft later in the stream. Would you like to stay, or you got things to do?
That's fine, bro. I'm here.
You like to stay? All right, awesome. Let's transition to the mock draft part of the stream, and then we're gonna get out of here because we've been rocking for a while, and I got food to make. I'm starving, and I love my food. So
I went to Chipotle today, man.
Oh, you can never go wrong with Chipotle, man.
You can never go wrong, man. I gotta start eating good, bro. I've been, after I chief, man, I be hitting them wings and Takis, boy. They catch up to you. They catch up to you, man. You know what we need, Jordan, before we hit this mock draft?
Yes, sir.
We need to get absolutely hammered.
Oh, I cannot wait till I come down
I've been
to
trying
Houston,
to
man.
do a drunk. Well, I mean, even dude, if you ever come to Houston, like, you got to place to stay, dude. But we need to do a drunk stream, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you offering me this place to stay. I obviously appreciate that. But yes, sir, we do. Let's do it. Let's schedule it, man. Let's schedule it. Let's do it. I'm down. I think it would be so much fun.
We're already fun, dude. Come on now.
Exactly, man. Alcohol just makes it more fun. Nah, but John B, what you saying? Chipotle is gross. I'm trying to get sponsored by Chipotle. Get out of here, man. What is that opinion? Nah.
Well, what's your alcohol?
I'm not a big beer guy. I'll say that.
Mm.
I'm more of a liquor guy. I'll do rum. I'll do vodka. I'll do gin. I've been on soju recently. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
No, it's kind of like this Asian thing. It's kind of like a beer, but it's like a strong beer. It's like a 12%. I guess.
Like IPA.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't even know that much, to be honest. But yeah, John V gets the mother. John V, I gotta kick you out 1 second. 1 second. Right back. You'll be right back. Just John V. Come on now. That opinion is window worthy, bro. Come on, man.
I got 4 alcohols, man. I gotta get the Dos Equis.
Okay.
I gotta get the Jose Cuervo.
Mm.
I got to get the Crown Green Apple.
The Crown.
The Crown, buddy.
Okay.
And then you got to get the Henny in you.
Come
on, Jordan.
You got
Come
it.
on, Jordan.
I'll do it with you.
Oh, man.
Let's do it. I'm so down. We'll do it. You down to do it next week sometime?
Oh, bro, if you want to go shot for shot, bro, we could go shot for shot.
Oh,
I
like
down,
the sound
bro.
of that.
We gotta on a Friday night. I'm not gonna pregame, but I'll go shot for shot with you, Jordan.
All right. We'll see. Friday. I can't do it tomorrow, but
that's fine.
We'll figure something out. What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you a question. I thought I was gonna ask you a question. Now I don't remember.
Love questions, Jordan.
I think I forgot. Oh, this was my question. And I'll give it to y'all in the chat as well because we love to interact with the chat. We're doing a mock draft.
Mm-hmm.
But what team are we going to trade? Are we trading with the Jets? We get number 2. Or are we trading with the Dolphins? We get number 3. What do you want, Ruben?
I'm going to go number 3. But before I get there, I just want to say you've done a fucking fantastic job, Jordan. Like, I don't really like to give dudes a bunch of credit, but you deserve it. You've grinded. You've done a lot of great things. Like I said, I watch you. I don't like watching other people, because I like to be my own guy. Mm-hmm. But I watch you because you know your stuff and you love this team. So props to you, bro. You've done an amazing job.
I very much appreciate that. Thank you, man, because you are someone who, when I started this, I looked at you and I looked at what you have done and what you have built and the great channel and person that you are. And that's something that I wanted to, emulate and take things from. You as someone that you want to get into a field, you're going to look at successful people in that field, sure. Right? So I appreciate that coming from you. And definitely, you guys, if you don't, you probably already know him. Obviously, you've probably already seen his videos. But if you haven't, check the boy out on YouTube. Is it 713 Houston Sports? That's the official
713 Houston Sports. I go by Mr. 713. I try to post daily most of the times. But lately it's been some bad news. But let's get into this job because I have us trading the franchise, Deshaun motherfucking Watson to the Jets.
Deshaun motherfucking Watson. I like that. And really quickly, just because I think this tweet was interesting, but Quincy Avery, Deshaun Watson's quarterback coach, he tweeted something. He's coming for pancakes. He's coming for pancakes. He said, give me a second right now. Give me a second. He said, so he added him, Ruben.
So
he added at John McClain. At what point do you officially go from a journalist to a Texans employee, or at least a Texans cheerleader? I remember you tweeting Deshaun Watson was upset because Caserio was the hire. I see you've since deleted that tweet. Never seen anyone wrong as much as you are. Damn, Quincy. Damn.
Bro, but we've known this.
We've known this.
Don't listen to John McClain. If you value your football take, if you value your football sense, you got to get rid of. I remember I'm not sure if you remember his tweet about Clowney when he said I was going to talk to Clowney, but he declined and walked away. Maybe he was scared of getting hurt
by McClain.
And Hopkins was like, "This isn't the way to go." And even JJ was like, "No, this is not a smart move." This was,
Damn,
woohoo.
that is spicy. That is spicy to think he could take Clowney, but McLean, you know, obviously he's been in the business for a while. He's respected by a lot of people for a while, but I would just say that, you know, he's not someone who, when he spits out these rumors, he spits out a lot of them, and most of the time he's not right. But I will say when things come out the blue, like he's going to be the first guy to hear it. So like he was the first guy on the Bill O'Brien firing. He was the first guy on the Nick Caserio hiring. So when things are official and they break it like that, he will be right. But when he's throwing out these rumors like that, I haven't seen him be right very much. So I'm with you on that.
When has he ever been right, bro?
I don't know, man. But we on the board and we got a trade offer already. We got the Draft Network premium subscription for y'all. So we got trades in this, and we already got a trade. Look at people are already listening.
You got the premium.
They're you know what? They're
other
already
premiums
listening.
You got, Jordan?
Hey, don't tell the stream. Don't tell my girlfriend.
I was just messing, just joshing.
Don't tell my girlfriend. We got 2 trade offers on the building. That's the one you wanted, number 7. Look at all these picks we can get from him. 7, second pick, 3rd round pick, 5th round pick, just for 1 pick. So what do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to do in the chat? Do y'all want to trade down or you want to stay at 3? Y'all want to trade down? Y'all want to stay at 3? Ruben, what would you do between these 2 picks? Would you want to get that extra 3rd and stick at 4? Or do you want to go down to 7?
I'm going to go down to 7, dude.
You're going to go down
I'm
to 7?
trying to build this team, man.
That's what I'm trying to do too. We got, in this scenario, let's say we get Tua Tagovailoa. Let's give him a chance, man. Let's give him a chance. He only played 7 games, and he had a horrible situation around him. Let's see what the people are saying.
11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3 rushing touchdowns. I mean, it's for a rookie, it's a respectable season, but let's not forget how bad Josh Allen looked his first 2 years in the league.
Exactly. Let's
not forget Baker Mayfield's second horrible sophomore season.
Whew. Quarterbacks can get better, man. Quarterbacks can get better. Coaching, better situation, better talent around them. That Dolphins offense, what do they really have apart from Devontae Parker?
Nothing.
And so we got more trades to make. First of all, before I'm going to hit counter offer just so we can see the board right now and who has been drafted. Let's see it. So Trevor Lawrence went 1. Everyone knows that's going to happen. Zach Wilson went 2. I like Wilson over Fields, just saying it. 3. So Lions took up and they took Fields from us. And then boom, Kwity Paye. I think he's the best defensive lineman in the class. Penei Sewell, Jamar Chase. So Devontae Smith is sitting right there. Do we want to go Devontae Smith and just secure it at 7? Or we've got these trades to look at. We've got these trades. The Niners are sending us the 12th, another 2nd, and another 5th. What are you thinking?
It's hard to not pick Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
My only concern about him is he's too skinny.
See, I hear you on that, and that is literally the only bad thing about him.
That's the only bad thing about him is that he is skinny.
175. 175.
That's scary because what if Fuller come in at around
something like that? It was like 180. Something like
180. And what are you thinking?
See, I also love Jalen Waddle. I think Devontae Smith is the best wide receiver prospect since Julio Jones, but I also love Waddle and Kyle Pitts. Hear me out on Kyle Pitts. I know you don't want to draft a tight end high.
Oh, that's my boy. That Kyle Pitts. No.
No, I wasn't saying you personally. I meant like most people aren't going to want to draft a tight end high.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
But the thing is, Kyle Pitts ain't really a tight end.
No,
he's a wide receiver.
He has the build of Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson was built like a freaking tight end.
Yeah, but he is Travis Kelce, and would the Chiefs draft Travis Kelce in the top 10? Yeah. Talk about how much he means for that offense, man. Whew, getting Kyle Pitts, that could be fun. So if we're trading down to 12, I'm eyeing Kyle Pitts, but we see here that he's the 3rd guy available right now. So do we trust that he's not going to go in these next 5 picks?
No, he's going to be gone. Look, if you get Tua, man, I don't know how you not pair him with Devontae Smith.
Right.
Because that's your future. That's your future, man. That's something that gets the fans excited because now, as good as Brandon Cooks is, can he be a dominant wide receiver in this game?
Nope.
No. Devontae Smith in that, in the national championship game, really showed that he could be a number one wide receiver. And you know who's been great at drafting wide receivers?
Who?
The Houston Texans.
Oh, they get it right. They get it right with Dre.
They got it right with Dre. They got it right with Nuke. Fuller, you could say they get it right if homeboy stays healthy. But if you go to the third rounds, wide receivers, no. But
yeah, that just kind of reminds me of I miss Rick Smith, man. I miss Rick Smith.
Don't you miss the thing we hated about Rick Smith was that he wasn't too aggressive?
Yeah, I do hate that, but I mean, would I rather keep Rick Smith and he just, kill these first round picks over and over and over again and maybe mess up on some of the mid round picks and maybe not always go for the star guy and be aggressive. But at least he wouldn't, he would not have had nothing to do with Joe Easterby.
Nah.
No.
He wouldn't even let that dude in the building.
Nope. Whew. Okay, we got a trade here for the 14th pick. They want our 18th, so we can trade up, but we give up a 4th and a 6th this year and a 5th next year. That's not too bad. It is only 4 picks, though. We're already at 18, so I'm gonna see who's on the board for us. Is a guy like Kyle Pitts. Could y'all imagine Kyle Pitts and Devontae Smith? Oh my God,
he's there. Jack Easterby, bro, I'm swinging.
Oh my God, he's there. Kyle Pitts, baby. We got to bring him.
Do it.
Oh, we got to bring Kyle Pitts. That is not that big of capital to give up 4th, 6th, and 5th. When you got all these high first, seconds, and third. Look at all these seconds and thirds. Oh my God. All right. We're sending the offer. But we got so much good capital right now. That offense is going to be banging with Tua, with Devontae Smith, with Kyle Pitts. Maybe they keep Devontae Parker now.
And you have these guys for the next 5 years. Mm-hmm. Now you're looking at a potential good quarterback, great wide receiver, great tight end. Elite. I mean, how do you not, bro? How do you not take a chance on that?
Very enticing. And now we got 2 picks up here, the 35th and the 39th. And here's where I want to go. I want to go in the trenches. I want to go offensive line or defense.
Oh, really? You want to go there?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to go there just yet?
I mean, it's up to you, man, but I'm looking at Jalen Phillips, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Either offensive or defensive line.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at Jalen Phillips, but then Tevin Jenkins is a savage.
He's nice. He's nice with
nasty. He's nasty. He and Oklahoma State.
Why not, man? But I will say that, we don't necessarily need tackles. I think some of the interior guys is who we could target. We're good with Tunsil and Titus right now. So I'm with you on that. I'm very high on the Jalen Phillips train. I think he's first round worthy. I think he's a top 10 talent, but he has some injury stuff. He has some off the field stuff that, is going to cause him to fall. And he's only had 1 year of real good production. This trade, I'm not going to trade up 1 pick. I don't think there's really any point. Let's keep our 6th right there. My goodness, I keep getting trade calls.
So far we've drafted a wide receiver, a tight end, and a edge rusher. Love it. Sir. Love it. So what do you do with Jacob Martin? Because he's your guy.
He's my guy.
And
you put him across from Jalen Phillips. Start the GOAT.
What do you do with Grenard?
Grenard can be a rotational guy. Him and Grenard can rotate the snaps.
He was a 3rd round pick, though, man. Like,
he can get his time.
And sacks and tackles for loss.
Oh, I'm a big Grenard guy. Very high on him. Don't worry. He'll get his time. The best teams are deep at edge rusher, right? We don't want just 2 good edge rushers. We want 3. That's how we're going to build an elite defense.
Army, man.
Yes, sir. And so now we're here. I would love to go offensive line here. I would love to get one of these interior guys, either Wyatt Davis or Landon Dickerson. They're both centers. They're both better in more of a power scheme. They're both maulers. Yep. They're both big guys. They're going to be physical. Personally, my guy's Landon Dickerson. I know the guys in the chat, they love him as well. I'm going to see what y'all are saying. I haven't checked in a
you don't take a chance on moving Zach Fulton to center?
Nah, Zach Fulton trash.
He was a decent center in KC.
Yeah, but that was like 4 years ago at this point now. His age getting up there, man. I don't see him getting up there.
I agree.
And especially if we keep Mike Devlin, like you said, I don't believe in it. So I'm going to go Landon Dickerson right here. That is great. Let's recap our picks real quick. Devontae Smith at 7. We love that.
Give him number 80. No, give him number 10.
Ooh. Oh God. Oh.
Give 204.
Oh no! Don't do it to him.
Give Jalen
Oh
Phillips 99 when you trade Watt.
goodness gracious!
Let's
What are
do
you
it.
doing to me?
Let's do it, man. Let's
What are
do
you
it.
doing to me? So we got a trade pick. We got to trade. Jaguars want us to trade up. We could go from 50 to 46. Oh, we got to give up a 7th. So I'm willing to
I'm
listen to
down.
that. Just see who's on the board. I know you were talking about the TCU safety,
Yes.
Trevor Moehrig, #1 guy. I would be down for that. Could y'all imagine Rondale Moore and Devontae Smith on the same team? Whew.
That's too much firepower, man.
too much
I love Trevon Moore. Put him next to Justin Reed. Who knows what's gonna happen with Justin Reed? We just need to build this defense. Now we spend 3 on offense and 2 on defense. I love it. This is what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. We're building a balanced team. Let's go get the top safety in the class. He's got great ball skills. He's a playmaker, man. He's got really great range, and that's what we need. We had what was it 2 or 3 interceptions this year? That's it.
3.
Like that is
And
insane.
you know
That
who
can't
got
be
almost all of them? Vernon Hargreaves.
Vernon motherfucking Hargreaves.
I hate Vernon so much.
Vernon trash can Hargreaves. Jesus Christ. All right. We could trade up into the second. We're getting so many trade calls, man. They know we good GMs. They know. They want to deal with us. I just want to see who's on the board. If it's worth trading up, I don't really want to at this point, but we could get Rondale Moore. I think it's a very deep wide receiver class. I'm cool with sitting. Let's keep it going.
I like Barrett Moore from Alabama.
Who from Barmore from Alabama?
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. We're good. That's fine. I mean, I want to see what we do with Ross Blacklock. You know me. I was high on him. That was my guy. He didn't do jack shit.
It's hard to draft. It's hard to scout players like that, and we want to fall in love with guys. But with Blacklock, we still got to be patient with them. They used him horribly.
I agree. I hope if whoever comes in, they really turn him around. Would you have hindsight 2020 and take a Grant Delpit?
Grant Delpit was my guy. You know this.
That's why I brought him up.
And it sucks because we didn't get to see him ball out because he got injured. But yes, in hindsight, definitely would have still taken him. Definitely. I think just the ceiling with Delpit is much higher than the ceiling with Blacklock. But am I reading this right?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Are we about to finesse them?
Yes.
Are they about to? Chat. What is going on? Are we finessing them? Because it just seems like we're moving up on both picks.
Mr. 713, kiss me, please. Okay,
we going. Huh? Oh, so we're making the first pick for the actual Texans now. So the previous picks, we assumed that, because we did trade down, we got those extra picks, and these would all actually be Texans picks, not actual Dolphins picks. So the first official
those 5 all be new starters next year?
Smith, Pitts, Phillips, Dickerson, and more. Yes, sir. I see it. 5 starters.
Right, that's what you want.
3 on offense, 2 on defense. That's a great way to build a team, man. Ooh, all right. Oh, man. Deontay Brown is staring me in the face right now. Deontay Brown
I was just about to say.
Been a fan favorite, man. And the great thing is we got this 71. Do you think they would give us their third round pick as well in this draft? I think they would have to, right? Yep. So we're going to assume that is our pick as well. Do we want to go? Because Carlos Basham, they call him Boogie Basham. He's also great. So do we want to really, really stock up on the D-line?
With the gold, with Grenard, with Jalen Phillips. No, I mean, I love Browning, the linebacker from Ohio State. Yeah, I'm not that sold on Terrell Adams. I think he could be really good. But I want to pair someone who could be great next to Zach Cunningham. Zach Cunningham too, man, played
booty. Yeah,
and it sucks because I don't want to say they've been but that's exactly.
But they had a down season. It is what it is. He still managed to lead the NFL in tackles, but they weren't the most impactful tackles. Like where were the tackle for losses? Stuff like that, higher impact tackles. But I hear you on that. He's got some things to clean up, and he'll do better when he has someone who isn't named Brandon Dunn and PJ Hall as his defensive tackles and has some actual good guys there. But I think Deontay Brown has to be the guy. And
I agree.
We got Deontay Brown and Landon Dickerson, and they played together on Alabama. So now you've got Laramie Tunsil at left tackle, Deontay Brown at left guard, Landon Dickerson at center. I think you'd probably move Max Sharping to right guard, give him a shot there. And then Titus Howard at right tackle, man. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
If we could do it, why can't these damn GMs do it, man?
It's this simple, man. It's this simple. We're good at. Oh, and Basham's still there. Oh my God. I kind of want to take him, man, but I know you. I know you're not a fan. But
no, I mean, you need Swiss Army knives on defense, man.
He's that good.
It can't just be like that. When JJ Watt was here, I loved it. I was like, yes, but you need more than just a JJ Watt to be a dominant defense.
Yes,
I mean, remember when the Ravens had Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Doomerville? Like, come on, man.
Exactly, man. And I look at the Niners and Robert Saleh. You love Robert Saleh and his defense and what they got them to do. But when they were at their best, they had all that talent on the D-line. They had Nick Bosa. They had Dee Ford. They had DeForest Buckner, Arik Armstead. That is the defensive line I want to build. And so Carlos Basham and Jalen Phillips, those are guys that, yes, I love the GOAT, but these two guys are studs. They're the best player available, and they're guys that you just can't pass up on. You just can't. So I love that right there. We got another 3rd round pick from them. This probably at this point, you know what? Let's stop it off here because I feel like at this point, the Dolphins picks, I don't think they would give us 2 3rd round picks on top of their 1st and 2nds. What will I do? You know what I'll do?
You're gonna tell me right now that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. This is your 7 picks. I don't know how you not look at it as a win. I do love Deshaun Watson, but if you could get all this off of trading one player, I don't know how you love it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Jordan. I'm gonna be completely honest, dude. As much as I love Deshaun Watson and as much as I wanted him to stay, were we really gonna be good next year?
I think we could have if we got really lucky. We had to be perfect in the draft. We had to be perfect in free agency. You're right. The odds aren't that high, but it was possible. But with this, we have a lot more easier ways to add more talent on the team. I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just the business side of it, and I hate that I have to think like that. But at the end of the day, we have to think like that because if we were just homers, then we wouldn't be successful.
Yeah, we got to be rational. We got to be rational for sure. And with this haul, like you said, those 7 picks, amazing. And we didn't even do the rest of the mid to late round picks that the Texans have. We have 8 on our own. We have 8 on our own on top of those guys, those ones that we just got. And then the beauty of it is, this happened again next year too. In 2022, we getting their picks in 2022 too. So draft season, man, it's my favorite time of the offseason.
On one, dude, all these picks, you could at least hit on 3 of them.
You got to get 3 starters for sure. On those first 7 that we just did, I think you can definitely get 3 starters, very high level starters. And we got that with Smith, Pitts.
You know what we need? We need a scandal. We need that picture of Sunshine holding the gun, saying "What's up, gangsters?" and he falls to number 2nd. Can you imagine? Let's say in a crazy situation, Trevor Lawrence falls to number 2. What are you doing? Are you taking him or are you trading down?
See, here's my crazy thing is I don't think Trevor Lawrence is much better than Justin Fields and Zach Wilson. I'm actually not that. I don't think he's all that. I think he's super, super hyped up and he has a great ceiling, but he's not a polished quarterback. He's got a lot of work to do. So, because then here's the other thing is that trade down gets so much more exciting for the Lions, for the Panthers, right? And they're going to throw in another damn pick. So I'm going to still take that. I'm going to still trade down. Call me crazy, but I'm going to still trade down.
I mean, I'll trade down too. That's even going to give me more first-round picks, and for the guys who calling him a stud, we don't know that, and that's the hard thing. All these picks that we just drafted right now, they could all be bust, and that's why, like, the thought of trading Watson hurts because you know exactly who he is, and that's a top 3 quarterback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think that's a good way to wrap up the stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. If you haven't, appreciate it. And if you haven't, check out Mr. 713's YouTube channel. You know what it is, 713 Houston Sports. And also Twitter. Do you have an Instagram?
I don't use it that much. Just hit me up on Twitter at 713HSP. And man, we're H down till we drown. Exactly. Drunk stream, man. We got to do it. I'm so serious.
I'm down. I'll DM you. We'll talk about a good day to do it for sure. I think it will be
I don't
fun.
want you passing out though, Jordan.
But see, here's the thing: is I'm Asian. You gotta go easy on me, man. I'm Asian.
I'm not going easy on you,
It's
bro.
not in my blood.
We're gonna come direct. I'm talking 15, 16 shots in you, boy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm blacking the fuck out.
We're throwing up on this stream, Jordan. Come on, buddy.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. I hope y'all are looking forward to it too. Definitely check out Ruben's content. He's got great stuff for you. Thank you for coming on, my guy. We got to do this more often for sure. Everyone, take care for tonight's come back for more content. And we're gonna always keep it positive with you guys. This is not the situation, it's not all doom and gloom. Okay. We're gonna bring that positivity to you. So take care, y'all.